Who's the greatest band in history? The Rolling Stones. They're the greatest living band on the planet, having an almost unmatched impact on music and culture. At 32, Mick Jagger declared he'd rather be dead than singing Satisfaction when I'm 45. But today, at the age of 80, he's still fronting the Stones and belting out the classics. Mick, Keith and Ronnie, with their 250 million records sold, could be forgiven for wanting to kick up their heels. But they're not done yet. New original music. Can you believe this?
Yeah, it's about bloody time, isn't it?
Don't get angry with me. I never caused you no pain.
One of the things I love about this record is from the very first chord, it's a Rolling Stones record. Do you know that magic? Do you know how that happens? Or is it just something that happens?
It's something that happens with the Jagger Richards songwriting team, which I always love to get together and encourage the pair of them to keep writing. And then if there's any gaps, I'll come in with... I've got plenty of riffs, you know, plenty on the back burner. And then I'm very happy if they use any of my ideas too.
That's very humble of you. Like for a Rolling Stone to say, I'm just here if you need. That's not something
I've
I would
always
have
been
expected.
like that. I mean, maybe it's like shooting yourself in the foot, but I think I think why disturb something that's magic? And I can't wait to tour with it. It's going to be great.
Are you coming to Australia? Can you give us anything on that?
Oh, do me a favour. No.
Well, we're cutting that. 17 years after we last heard new music, these rock legends are gearing up to drop their 31st studio album, Hackney Diamonds. At the launch, you let slip that Stevie Wonder and Lady Gaga do this track.
I was in awe when Stevie was there because I just love it. I think he's magic. So it's just wonderful to watch him. He's being so adept in it all.
It's an extraordinary song too, genuinely a 7-minute gospel soul epic, but Lady Gaga's performance.
Yeah, she was sitting on the floor just humming along and Mick said, that sounds good, do you want to make a go of it? And she said, yeah, all right. He said, well, stand up, let's do it properly, you know. And that was it.
Does Lady Gaga often just sit on the floor while you guys are recording an album?
I think she was lured in by, what's going on here? Yeah, she loves it. We get on great with her.
The other enormous collaboration that we can't go past is with Paul McCartney.
Oh, yeah, he's lovely. He was made up like a schoolboy. Yeah, I played with the Rolling Stones.
So a Beatle gets excited about playing with the Rolling Stones? That's how it works?
Well, they were the two biggest pumps in the machine at the time, and... they, you know, still are. Except one is still a band, and the others really wish they could be. I remember George telling me when I took him to the Brixton Academy, he came to a Stone show, and he was going, at least you got a band, you know. And I really felt lucky.
I mean, in some ways you were watching with the rest of the world as that Beatles-Stone rivalry was going on because...
Yeah, I was watching from a schoolboy, the Stones and everything happening. And that's when I said I'm going to be in that band, you know.
But I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, that when the opportunity to be in the band arose in the mid-70s, you were actually hesitant to join the Rolling Stones.
No, because they asked me after Brian died. And... I didn't get the message for 5 years because Ronnie Lane said, no, Ronnie's quite happy where he is.
Oh, so it was just decided...
And I didn't find this out.
When did you find out that you'd turned down the Rolling Stones?
I was sitting in between Mick Taylor and Mick Jagger when Mick Taylor leaned across and said, I'm leaving the band, right in front of me. And Mick said, what shall I do? I said, well, I thought you'd never ask.
A legend with the Styx, dapper drummer Charlie Watts died in 2021 at the age of 80. Before he passed, he suggested Steve Jordan should replace him, but Charlie will forever be known as the fourth Rolling Stone. On this album, Charlie Watts makes an appearance.
2 appearances.
2, yeah. That's very touching for fans, obviously.
Yeah, and
What
it's
is
a
it?
nice touch for the band too. It's a real it touches a soft spot within us that he can still be with us. But he's with us in spirit, Charlie, and Steve Jordan has Charlie's blessing anyway.
Yeah, so it's carrying on.
Yeah.
Charlie's present in a way.
The explosion carries on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the way you remember Charlie, the explosion?
Yeah, he was like a firework display, Charlie was.
Whoa.
Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild horses.
Hey, I want to just reflect on your personal life for a second, because you were diagnosed with cancer in the late 90s. And as I understand it, didn't want to receive sort of quite invasive treatment because you didn't want to lose your hair, I think.
Yeah, well, I went along with it. I lost it and grew it back, and it came back black. And so, yay! It's the gypsy in me, you know.
That must have been terrifying. Like you're staring.
Well, the
dead.
cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I got the lung cancer diagnosed, and they said, you've got a supernova burning away in your left lung. And I said, well, let's get it out. So anyway, that's when I had to go on to the chemo and radiology, and all hell broke loose, and I looked like Bob De Niro in Taxi Driver. I had one little bit of hair going down the middle, but I looked quite good like that.
I mean, that's a bit punk.
Anyway, the hair started to grow back, and 2 days ago, I got the all clear.
2 days ago?
The doctor said, I don't want to see you for 6 months now, because for the last 3 years I've been going in every 3 months to make sure I haven't got any recurrence of the small cell cancer. So,
Well, congratulations. I mean,
somebody up there likes me.
Well, all of you, because I know Keith Richards regularly jokes about how he doesn't know how he's still alive. You know, this band just seems unstoppable. Are you going to keep going?
Yeah, I mean, we've got to look after the planet, because otherwise, what's going to be left for Keith to enjoy?
It's just my fine. It's just my fine. You get what you need. Oh, yeah.
I have asked this question of Mick, and I've asked this question of Ringo Starr, and now I'm going to ask it of you. Who's the greatest band in history?
In history?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Well, I used to like Louis Armstrong's Hot Five, you know. I suppose Mozart had a hell of a band behind him as well.
Was that a band? It's a big, big band. Are the Stones the greatest?
Oh, yeah, the greatest rock and roll band. Always have been, always will be, yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Really great chat, and jealous is not a word that comes to
Well,
mind.
I'm jealous of you because you got to see them in Radelaide in the 80s.
early 1970s.
Wow.
And the Hells Angels broke the fence down and stormed in, took over the concert.
Wow.
And Mick fired all the bikies up. It was incredible. So I've seen him about 5 or 6 times. Like you, I saw McCartney on Saturday night. He's probably watching.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, you might be in a spot of trouble there. When you didn't jump in and say the Beatles when Ronnie said
Look, I've
Being
asked,
impartial,
I
you know?
asked Ringo Starr, Ringo said the Beatles, I'll tell you that. So the Beatles can defend themselves. Paul, if you're watching, happy to chat.
How good is that band? How good's that album?
I'm not just saying this. This is the album, the new album. It's a
great
seriously good album.
Hackney
It's a Rolling Stone. Like the minute you hear it, you're like, yes, they're not phoning it in. It's a proper album.
As you said, the first riff.
Straight
Yeah,
away.
like it's proper
really
Stones.
Hackney Diamonds is its name. It's available everywhere right now. Check it out. It is really something special.